Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects in the life. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below. Hey guys, what is up? I hope y'all are having a great afternoon, having a great Saturday afternoon here. Hope y'all enjoying your day. I have something to present here that's going to overwhelm you guys who are non-believers, I think, with the Mandela effect. How Oscar Mayer, millions of people are remembering it, M-E-Y-E-R. In fact, I even have some text messages from a friend. She says she clearly remembers singing it in her head. My hot dog has a name, O-S-C-A-R. My hot dog has a second name, M-E-Y-E-R. But I come to this Facebook post here because Teresa sent it to me. By the way, she's on the phone with me. Teresa, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. How you doing?
Hey, good.
I'm real excited.
I'm excited about this too. Hey, listen, but
I'm real excited.
yeah, and I want to. 4 hours ago, I want to give a big shout out to this post that showed up on Facebook. Gavin Guerrero, what's his name? Guevara.
Yeah.
Guevara. Yeah. Hey, man, great find.
He's the one who led me to look more. He's the one who led me to look even further. And my quest looking further brought me all this residue to Brian, and thank that gentleman again. And I kept looking further and further and digging deeper. And as I dig deeper, I found more residue, and this is awesome. So I'm excited.
Yes, me too. I think this is going to be the culmination of all the residues right here on Oscar Mayer once you see what we have. But yeah, this post...
Oh yeah, bring it up. Come on, Brian.
Yeah.
Bring it all on.
Yeah, we're going to bring it on, okay? So Gavin says in this post, here is what I believe is residue that could be evidence that Oscar Mayer was once Oscar Mayer, or Mayer was Meyer, sorry. I was watching a documentary called The 1%, he says, and at one point the guy in the movie was talking to Chuck Collins, the grandson of Oscar Mayer. But after being introduced in the caption, it says he's the great-grandson of Oscar Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R, with an E. And I'm not lying. Here is a picture, and if you're still not convinced, you can watch the movie and see for yourself. It's a documentary. You can find it on YouTube, and I have the movie pulled up here so we can see it. So there's a discussion here. Some people are talking. Paul says, so you see how in the post you misspelled Meyer for Mayer. Is this an M-E? Maybe this person writing the captions also misspelled the name. No, it's not a misspelling. Teresa says here, actually, you're 100,000% correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And that was the first thing that I found. And once I found that, it led me to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And as I kept looking and looking and looking, I just kept finding more and more M-E-Y-E-R, and I'm so excited about it. Seriously.
100,000% correct. Look, guys, it's just unbelievable. Okay, it says right here. In the documentary,
the documentary even says it.
Yes, the billionaire at the center of the 1980s Iran-Contra scandal, Roy Martin, a Louisiana lumber tycoon who uses his Bible as a guideline for business and life. Chuck Collins, a great-grandson of Oscar Mayer, M-E-Y-E-R, who gave...
The heir.
Yes, and if you look at the spelling, M-A-Y-E-R sounds nothing like Meyer. It actually sounds like Mayer, and I know my German. It's not the same. Yep. So, who gave up his inheritance for moral reasons, Bill Gates Sr., conscientious father of the world's richest man. Yeah, so... Anyway, I know that's a little bit of that's boring, but it's okay. It's an HBO documentary. So there's a conversation down here. We have a troll apparently. I don't think typos or misspellings are residues. It would be more convincing to find something tangible. Okay, now listen to what I put. Okay, and I was nice about it. I said so and so. How much more proof do you need that millions of people are misspelling the same thing? Quit being a D about it, or stay out of our groups. History doesn't lie. Okay, and I said, you're a troll. How much more proof do you need? I made over 700 videos in the last 5 months, brother. I would rethink how you approach something like this. You either believe or you don't. More importantly, why are you a member of this group if you are not affected? I'm going to ask you kindly before you stick your foot in your mouth and condemn yourself. and I said here, I could understand 1 or 2 mistakes, but millions, come on, man, wake up. So I was being nice. If you go to the 1% actual movie on YouTube, come on, man, I'm gonna thumb this one up. You go to the 42-minute 26-second mark. You'll see Chuck Collins. It says great grandson of Oscar Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R. Isn't that beautiful?
There you go.
I've also let me tell you, I've interviewed. I called Kraft, which Kraft actually owns the part of Oscar Meyer. They do distribution for them, and I spoke to somebody on the line, and she told me that she was a little girl and she remembers singing Oscar Mayer song, and it was M-E-Y-E-R. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So there's substantial evidence out there that this is Oscar Mayer. I remember M-E-Y-E-R, and so does my mom. It says here, Oscar Mayer, Chuck Collins, heir Chuck. He was the heir. Okay, they were rich. Chuck Collins was so uncomfortable with his trust fund that he gave the money away to progressive foundations when he was 26. Great residue, Teresa. Oh my gosh. Chuck Collins reads, born on, okay, heir to the Oscar Mayer, M-E-Y-E-R, fortune. The 1%er, Chuck Collins, lays out his plan for a more equitable and just society, offering bold new solutions for bridging the economic divide and rebuilding communities for a resilient future in his new book, Born on the Third Base. A 1%er makes the case for tackling inequality, bringing. So anyway, yeah, I would read that. Sorry, that's the same one. Let's see. There's another one here. Post from October 22nd, 2016. Now this is way later, after like I fell into the Mandela effect in August last year, and some.
Finding more residue.
Yeah, I know. There's tons of residue.
There's this guy,
at that time.
This guy saying, look at this. Check this
Yeah,
out.
I will say we buy hot dogs. What?
I just found another one. I was trying to find somebody actually singing M-E-Y-E-R. That's what I was trying to find you now. Somebody actually singing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to find you now.
All right, did you find it?
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry.
It's okay. If you can find it, let me know. If anyone out there,
look at that what I just sent you.
I can't look at it because I'm recording the screen, so I don't want to share the people's names. It's okay. Just I can stop the video and we can check it out in a second. If you guys happen to find any audio where people are singing "My Hot Dog Has a Name," OSCAR, whatever, if you happen to find anything, by all means, send it to me. I'll be glad to present that. It says here, Ralph talks. This is the minds of animals, income inequality. Ralph talks to animal behaviorist Mark Bikoff about how animals think and feel, and also to former heir to the Oscar Mayer fortune, M-E-Y-E-R, Chuck Collins, about his book. You see? So this is somebody that has researched the person, and they know Chuck Collins how it was spelled, the M-E-Y-E-R fortune. Okay? There's another one.
Found tons.
Yeah, there's crap tons of it all over the internet.
Some of them was even in Google Books that I found, actually in actual books.
I think what we're looking at here is a major crime scene, and that's where I come in. We are playing detective to try to unravel the Mandela effect, and if I can be there to help, I will. And I'm sorry if you guys are being trampled on by these trolls. I really am, because they're really kind of pathetic. They don't see your view and how important memory is, and we can't rely on our cell phones. Okay, the Google is not our best friend anymore. Let's see. So you want to write about me? Oscar Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R, told me almost 2 years ago. There's no story there. So let me see. Yeah, look at this. This is Amazing Residue. Regina, published August 31st, 1994. This is, I guess this is a Google book. Is that right, Teresa? You found? Talks about it. It actually has a picture
Yes.
here of Oscar M. Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R. According to his friends, has always been a great friend. Now,
I
how
was
come?
shocked everything I kept finding.
Exactly. Here's the thing. How come
It won't
nobody
stop.
ever? If this has been available since 1994, here's my thing. Why hasn't anyone corrected this book? Why hasn't anyone written to the publisher and say, or the editor and said, "Oh, wait a second, you guys misspelled our name. That's our family name." I would be upset if someone misspelled my name as Mick, you know, because I know I'm not a Mick. That's Irish. But see, my family's Scottish, so that's why it's Mac. Just really bizarre how Oscar Meyer is spelled two different ways, and I think this whole thing is set to divide people up, honestly. Among the astonishing highlights are the public buses from Birmingham, Alabama, on which Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat in 1955. You can sit in Ms. Parks' own seat and hear how the bus was bought on eBay. The presidential limousine in which the Kennedys rode on that fateful day in Dallas is respectfully parked behind a black velvet rope. Outside the museum cafe is a colorful Volkswagen Beetle-style Oscar Meyer Wienermobile. Oscar Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R. Mr. Ford, fascinated by any kind of innovation, bought a chrome geodesic dome design by R. Buckminster Fuller and several early airplanes. So also on display. Yeah, great find, Teresa.
Thank you. I was shocked. Everything I found, I was like, wow. And just...
I'm still
so
going.
invigorated right now.
I'm still going. I'm totally decimated by all this. My mind is blown. You know those? Wait, can I say something? You know those warhead candies that you see that make the guy's head explode on the wrapper? That's me right now.
That's how I'm feeling right now. And the thing is, and I want to add a little comment. Can I add a little comment?
Sure.
Speaking of Oscar Mayer, about a month or two ago, I'm going to mention Walmart. There's people in there who do what they call the taste testing thing, and all they do is they stand there with different products that Walmart happens to sell, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to have people taste them, and they have coupons there if you want to buy them. Well, one day this lady was taking a break, and I was talking to her, and I said, "Hey, you've heard of Oscar Mayer?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "You know the products by heart?" She goes, "Yeah, we do it all the time." And I said, and I took her back there. I said, "I want to show you something." I took her back there and I showed her it. She was in total shock. She said, "That is completely wrong." And that's what she does. She deals with products only. She doesn't stand at the registers and do anything. She literally stands there and deals with the products and the coupons and everything. She was in total shock when she saw how it was spelled. She said that was completely wrong. She said she's been doing this for at least 10 to 15 years at least. And she said that spelling is completely wrong. And she said she even remembered M-E-Y-E-R, and she's saying it as a kid, and she's a little bit older than me.
I'm getting chills as I'm reading this article, Teresa, that you found from I guess it's from May 19th, 2015.
Which one?
This is the one. This is the one on 56 Packard Man.
Yes.
The gearhead. Now look at this picture. This is somebody who was actually there and witnessed this. They witnessed the Wienermobile, and now if you look at the picture, it has been changed in time and space. It is now M-A-Y-E-R. But look what they wrote.
Yes, and that's.
Look what they wrote.
In March, I'm going to add to that.
It's in the
title. I should have taken a picture of it. In March, I went to a St. Patrick's parade here where I live at, and they had the Wienermobile, and I'm standing there shaking my head, and I saw it spelled wrong, and I know that's wrong, and I'm shaking my head. There was a lady next to me, and I'm looking at her like,
"Yeah,
do you see that?" And she's like, "What?" And I said, "Look at the spelling." And she took her eyes and she looked again. I said, "Look, that's spelled wrong." She goes, "You know what? You're absolutely correct." I said, "Why is this spelled wrong on the Wienermobile?" And she shook her head like she was totally like baffled. And my poor phone, the heat from being out in the sun, it wouldn't let me take any more pictures because it got overheated. Man. I would have taken a picture of it. And yeah, she was like agreeing with me, standing right next to me. She's like, "No, that's wrong."
Yeah, absolutely. And you can't. That's the thing with these
I'm
trolls.
Like, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. And I'm yelling at the Wienermobile.
Honestly, I think they're just trying to get our goat here because
like, you're
wrong. No, they're not. They're not wrong. You know, we can't all be misconstrued here. Come on.
No, but she agreed with me. She said she's older than me, and she said, "Yeah, it's never been spelled like that." I said, "Look at the Wienermobile," and she's like, "Yeah, that's wrong." She just shook her head.
So like, this is
total confusion.
This is bizarre. This is really bizarre because I'm seeing two spellings of Oscar Mayer here in the article. But let me just read this, okay?
I know.
Let me just read this. It says here, this past Sunday, I stopped at the Safeway on Waterman Boulevard, just off Interstate 80. The Oscar Mayer MEYER Wienermobile was there. I snapped a shot of it with my iPhone. And people who have iPhones, they're very particular. I noticed, like they're
Yep.
Yeah. I won't say arrogant, but it's a step below arrogant. They're very particular about everything. So, and the image quality of pictures has to be good, or it's a no-go. So yeah, the image quality isn't great. It says here, the day was quite overcast. In any case, here's a little history of the Wienermobile. The Oscar Mayer MEYER company was a family-owned business until the late 1970s. After the retirement of Oscar G. Meyer, M-A-Y-E-R, the third family member to run the company in 1977 at 62, the company was sold to food giant General Foods. Okay, so later General Foods merged with Kraft Foods, forming Kraft General Foods. Kraft General Foods has further evolved or devolved, depending on your point of view. So since then, Kraft General Foods has further, since then spinning off some of its business, but Oscar Mayer, M-E-Y-E-R, remains in the fold. So that just tells you right there, okay? And it's bizarre. I know there's two different spellings we're seeing here.
I know. And they're trying to confuse us.
Yes. I think, honestly, that's what I'm starting to believe here, is they're trying to make you think that you have a false memory. Look at the news. Look at Fox. Fox
Did you see
came
the one
on.
about the Ralph Nader one? The Ralph Nader?
I didn't see that one, no.
There's one there about Ralph Nader, had him on the show. He literally had this Chuck Collins on his show, and he interviewed them. If you look down further, you'll see him talking about Chuck Collins towards the end.
Yeah. It's possible, maybe the company, I'm just saying, it might be possible due to history, changes in history, maybe there really was an Oscar Mayer Sr. who took over the company instead of this other heir. So I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities. It could be a possibility. The two different spellings, I know, like with my family, the Mick and the Mac, both are very similar. But history can change.
But we don't know that for sure.
No, we don't know that for sure. No, and it's important to investigate everything that we know so far. So, but we just know that people are having mixed memories on this one. And until you see, when your mind it's like, when you talk to some people, and we've talked about this before, how the mind upgrades. When you receive like an upgrade from these D-Wave or whatever these upgrades, wherever they come from, the upgrade tells you, it's always been like that. You'll notice people in this reality or timeline, they behave differently. So it's important to go at it from a different angle. All right? This is a commercial, Oscar Mayer, M-E-Y-E-R.
With our babysitter.
No.
These work, right?
No.
I mean, that's what this person remembers. I'm going to go ahead and thumb that up. Thank you.
And the thing is, why would they not... Hey, the original commercial came out what year? Do we know what year the original Oscar Mayer commercial came out?
That's a good question. It says April 18th, 2012. So
I can actually look.
Yeah.
Let me look for you.
It says April 18th.
Let me find out for you.
Okay.
I'll investigate for you right now.
That's fine. I'm sharing this stuff here. And by the way, guys, I'm working. Oh snap! Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm going to try to get Mr. Nicholson to come on my show. Nicholson, 1968. I'd love to have him on here. He already mentioned that he would come on people's shows. He's been on Richie's from Boston's show, so I'm looking forward to hearing from him. And let's see what we can do. See what we can accomplish. Okay. I'm doing the best I can to get the best guests on our show, but we also like having a few familiar faces. And thanks to all of you for supporting my channel and our cause. We are trying to just unravel the mystery of the Mandela effect and try to tighten up a few notches here.
1973?
1973?
Yeah, let me see here. 1973?
Yeah, that was the year of the gas shortage, wasn't it? Wasn't that the gas lines everywhere?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think it was in the 70s. Let me see here.
I remember being told back in the 90s or 80s or 90s, okay, that we only had like 20 more years worth of gas for the Earth. But look, we have plenty of gas. I still like to investigate that. Where are we getting our fuel from? I mean, because they show us things on television, but we don't know for sure. Anyway, guys, Teresa, thank you for sharing that beautiful residue.
You're welcome. And if we find any more, Brian will add more to the video, I imagine.
Yeah,
right,
and if
Brian?
you guys, yes, and all of you out there who want to do residue hunting, that's fine. Just you can add to the video in the comments. And if you want to come on my show, let me know, and we'll try to work out some subjects to talk about.
Yes.
I'd love everybody's opinions. Okay.
And the original commercial did say MEYER. I used to sing it all the time as a kid. Didn't you, Brian?
I didn't see that commercial come on very often, but when it did, I remember seeing it MEYER.
Are we allowed to sing it, or would that be? Are we allowed to sing it?
Yeah, go ahead. Create some residue for us. Go ahead.
My baloney has a first name, it's OSCAR. My baloney has a second name, it's MEYER. How I love to eat it every day. And if you'll ask me how, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Teresa, for sharing that residue. And I don't care what. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. You're still. You know, I'm behind you 100% on this one. I stand behind Gavin.
I sang this song millions of times as a kid. I sat in front of the TV, and my parents sat there and laughed at me when I sang it. I literally sat almost with my head in the because I sat on the floor right in front of the TV, and I would sit there and sing the song over and over and over. And my parents would look at me like I was crazy. I love that little song, and I don't care what anybody says. I know what I remember.
I know.
And we all know what we remember. So
come on.
Whatever's going on out there, they're trying to screw with our heads.
And
that's not going to happen.
I know. And if you think that Luke, I'm not your father, hasn't changed, you know, if it's always been no, I'm your father to you, just look at C-3PO's golden leg that is now silver. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, and
it's ridiculous.
I'll continue, Brian, my search for any residue that I may find. I'm going to continue searching for it, and nobody's going to stop me.
I know. No one's gonna. What is that? No one's gonna break.
Goes on.
No one's gonna break your stride, right?
My stride.
Your stride. No one's gonna hold me down.
My stride. Nobody's gonna hold me down.
Yep, that's right. No one's gonna hold me down. Amen. Thanks, guys, and submit your residues. Have a great Mandela Effect Day. God bless.